I woke up to a bright light and an aggressive knock on the door, accompanied by the sounds of a heated argument. What could it be at this ungodly hour? I wondered, scrambling to find something decent to wear. As I approached the door, I heard Lucian's voice yelling, "Olivia, are you there? I just want to tell you something. Can you hear me?" Opening the door, I saw my groggy brother, looking irritated. "You can go," I told him. He left, and Lucian immediately began, "Olivia, I'm in love with you. I couldn't go another day without saying this. I want to be the only man whose lips you feel and whose jokes you laugh at. I know Ella is your best friend and I'm with her, but my feelings for you are overwhelming. How do I love you without hurting Ella? Every time I see you, my heart goes boom boom." "What is it, Lucian, this early in the morning?" I asked, rubbing the sleep from my eyes. I stared at him, dumbfounded. "Did you hear what I said?" Lucian asked, his eyes, those same eyes I fell for back in our university days, pleading with me. "Lucian, please leave my house before I get a broom and sweep you out," I said, overwhelmed. After a few moments, he finally left. Wide awake now, my mind drifted back to university. Lucian was my first crush, but I had vowed not to entertain relationships until after graduation. If he was still single then, he would be meant for me. But Ella, my best friend of over 10 years, had come to me one evening during our final year. "Olivia, you remember Lucian, the one we joked about being your future husband? I'm in love with him, and he seems interested. Since I know you once had a crush on him, I wanted to ask for your blessing." I told her to go ahead, thinking Lucian had never shown interest in me. I stepped aside and silenced my feelings for the sake of our friendship. Now, Lucian's confession had thrown everything into chaos. Should I tell Ella or act like it never happened? 2 days later, on a Monday morning, while still reeling from Lucian's confession, my phone rang. "Hi, my name is Angela from P&K Enterprise. We spoke last week." I remembered, "Oh, it's the company Ella asked me to be a reference for." "Hi, madam," I greeted her. "Hi, Olivia. After we spoke last week, I was intrigued by you and found your profile on LinkedIn. I liked what I saw, and I'd like to offer you the job opportunity instead. If you're interested, call me by the end of the week." "What about Ella?" I asked. "Ella's CV is okay, but we are looking for better options, which is why I reached out to you," she said, ending the call. I sighed deeply. What do I do? I had been job searching for a while, and this job would be a blessing. But how do I handle this with Ella? As if things couldn't get more complicated, on Wednesday morning, I discovered the surname, Alaric, while researching P&K Enterprise. Alaric was Lucian's family name. I called Lucian, "Do you know a Bernard Alaric at P&K Enterprise?" "Yes, that's my uncle," he replied. "I know someone called you, but please understand that although I praise you to my uncle and forwarded your profile, he wouldn't have called if you weren't qualified." "Lucian, do you have something against Ella?" I asked. "You know she wanted this job, so why recommend me?" "Ella is not qualified for this job," Lucian explained. "She only showed interest after I recommended it for you. Also, there is something you should know, Olivia. I found a notebook Ella threw away, and it was filled with her writings about being in love with you. Did you know about this?" Tired of the back-to-back reveals, I cut the call. A few minutes later, my mind wandered back to my failed relationships, both romantic and platonic. I realized that somehow, Ella was always involved in the reason for the breakups. Was I overthinking? Could Lucian have been lying about Ella's feelings? Why did Ella jump on the job when it was recommended for me? Could Ella have been sabotaging me all this time? Or is Lucian just trying to divide us? If there is a chance it's true, how do I approach everything? The love confession, the job opportunity, the possibility that Ella is in love with me and has been sabotaging me, how do I navigate it all?